live stream sponsored by Red Bull. Welcome, guys, to the Vectorize 5D. I'm John Silva, and I want to say a good hello to everyone, to everybody that it is joining me here today. If you are an artist, if you are the illustrator, if you are a graphic designer, this is the best place to stay, and I will tell you in just two reasons. First, because I explain everything that you need to understand in order to succeed doing art. Second, I basically show you everything that I know for free here on this channel. And if you want to support me, you can join to the club. Guys, essentially this, I'd say today, this stream, I'm going to show you about how you can merge 2D with 3D, vice versa, things like that, okay? So, I start here in 50 seconds. My friend, take your time to leave the like, share, and comment here on the chat if you are here already, alright? Let me see. Okay, since all good, somehow I cannot see, the comments over to display here somehow. No worries, no worries. Let's keep simple. If everything is not working, I will still work here, my friend. For me, there is no excuse at all. If something having problems, I will handle with that. I will beat the problem. That's how I work. Okay, let's get started, my friend. Let's get started here. I'll show you very nice, a flow here. Okay, here we go. Let me just decrease the music sound. I think it's too loud, isn't it? My side here sees. Okay, guys, we're gonna start here by talking about what we will see today. This is our, chart as a student here to help you to understand what you see. Guys, when we talk about 2D and 3D, we have many ways to explore these two worlds, all right? Me, my case, I came from the 2D art where I do a lot of 2D designs, characters, scenes, backgrounds, and having now, in my channel and my skill set, the 3D, it helps me to be more a solid work. And of course, I'll explain much more in depth as we progress on here. Let me say hello to everyone. Hello Down, hello Jefferson, Nardin, hello Vela, welcome. Carmen, hello Carmen. Hello Heterodox. Look who is here. Yeah, let's continue here, guys. We have here this topic that I will simplify everything to you, okay, because we don't have a lot of time, but I try to, explain everything as the best as I can. Guys, in my case here, workflows, let me explain to you. Since I started to work in 2D and then learning more about how I can make art, you start to build more workflows. Workflow means process, okay? Essentially, it is the process. And for people that are creative, if you are creative, I'm sure that you are creative. Just for staying here, you want to be creative, right? And let me help you with that. Here, creativity comes when you know how to solve a problem, okay? If you're a musician, if you are, let's say, a dancer, basically, you are kind of, doing an algorithm, I'd say that we humans, our minds are creative to follow step by step. And in art, the field that I'm in, I know how to progress in every single step in order to achieve that end result. This is the project that we call result. So creativity comes when you know how to solve a problem, and that's why comes the workflows. With much, let's say, better skills you have, your workflows will be solid. It's gonna be better and smooth, which is fantastic. And there's one step that you must start every time when you will start a project. Doesn't matter if it's art, if it's something else in your life. Prepare the concept. What is concept? Concept, it is the early, ideas. It's the idea that you don't have commitment. It is, I'd say, it's more in philosophy. It's something that is still just in our mind. It's concept. After concept you start to build, it start to become concrete, something solid, something that is can be tangible. All right, I hope that makes sense. So I don't want to get too philosophy today, but just show you already what you see, guys. Look. Well, here I'm using Affinity, as you can see, 2G app, alright, where I use a lot to make my things. However, just to let you know that I'm showing here more about my process in 3D for people that wants to increase and get better art skills in general. Okay, guys, here I think that most of you are already familiar a little bit with the 3D aspect, which means 3 dimensions. Okay, I cannot rotate here in Affinity, but on Blender here I can rotate, simple like that. Okay, and what we want to do for today, it is to make an exercise very simple to help you as beginner. Okay, what are the best objects to represent a cube? I got this in my mind before I start this lesson. So we have here this gift, which is fantastic, right? And guys, if you try to make everything here, mainly this part here, it can take you a lot of time to understand about how this shape it is in depth. Okay, it is that difficult, okay, to imagine this in 3D. That's why for 2D artists that are struggling to have a faster result, you can use a workflow that I'm building, which is a kind of aligned to Blender. So let's say that you have this object here, and perhaps you'd create the planes here, alright, like I usually show you and teach you, like that, isn't it? This is how I would perform in Affinity Design, creating plane by plane, and then it's a kind of comparing this vector process that I'm very familiar to use. I love that. But if you need to change the perspective, you need to do everything from scratch. Hello extras, welcome my friend, great friend, really. And then guys, this is the problem that we're gonna have in 2D for this position that we have, is that we cannot rotate. And if you need to rotate a little bit, just a little bit, you need to change node by node. It's time consuming, it's hard. However, using this situation Blender, okay, just for 3D, alright, you can use any software that you want, feel free. I could create a cube, and then I have the planes already placed for me here. Can you see? And of course, the big deal to use 3D, I'd say for beginners, it is the navigation. It is how to change the camera view like I'm doing here. That's why I suggest you to download my free shortcuts in order to use Blender like I use. I'm using here the right click because the standard shortcuts from Blender, it is something that doesn't work for me. I don't like at all. That's why I changed it to myself and sharing here with you. I'll leave the link on the description below, but don't go in there yet. Stay here with me. And essentially guys, what I'm gonna do, it is to understand the shapes. So if you want to become an artist, alright, you need to understand that the shapes, it is in everywhere. Shapes. Here in the 2D, okay, we have the vector and nodes. However, in 3D aspect, we have the face, which is the plane as well. We have the vertex or vertices and the edges. I'm explaining in kind of beginner level because I want to help everyone to progress here with me about that. So if you look at the edge in Affinity here, it is this area here. You change that one. Okay. The vertex, it is the nodes. You change here. This one is the dots, and the face, it is the overall, object. This is the face. In 2D, I call the face as a shape. Alright. We have a shape here. We call shape everything basically. And can you understand about this concept? I'm trying my best to explain. If you want to do this result here like I'm doing right now in Blender, let's try to do this so you see the difference. Probably I would need to create with Ctrl R. I need to create a loop cut here. Press on, I mean in edit mode, okay? Edit mode. And then I need to press G and change here. And then I'll have these results. Can you see? I'm changing here this vertex, okay? Can you see? Guys, this is the best comparison that I can give you. If you want to have a curved result like that, let's say that this is a treasure chest. Let's say that's just as example. I need to do something like this, right? Here. In Blender, I'd say that it's more difficult to achieve these faster results like I'm doing in 2D. As you can see, there are pros and cons about using 2D and 3D to make art. Alright. I'd say that if you want to have a fast result to make a concept, the 2D can be really good. Alright. But it really depends about your skill set. So this could become a treasure chest, alright? It can become easily here. We just treat these planes here. But this lesson is not about treasure chest. I'm just give you this example. Okay, here we go. This could become a farmhouse. I don't know. This could become everything. Okay. So when you understand my principles about using vector and then you start to work in the 3D, you need to redefine your concepts like I'm doing at this moment in my life, working and adding the 3D in my workflow. And I think that I've explained a lot about why I'm doing these changes. Because of my career, I want to build a more solid, and good result and faster. Okay. Guys, as you can see, I will just delete here and I'll start everything from scratch so you see how we're gonna progress. If you press Shift A, you're gonna see the mesh. I will start the cube. Okay, the cube is here. It's very standard. The cube got I think 9 sides. I'm very bad with some kind of logic here. I think it's 9. I don't even remember about the dice. I think it's 9. Okay, and then what we want to do, it is to build a shape that represents the top of the gift. Let me hide everything that we got for now, so we have this part here, okay, this one here, this area. How I can progress with this? I will go to the edit mode, and then guys, I will start to create a loop cut. Loop cut is going to, if you press Ctrl R, you're gonna see this in the middle. Alright, can you see? It's called loop cut. Here in 3D, you need to understand about at least the polygons. You need to have polygons in order to deform the object. More polygons, you're gonna have more control of things. Okay, I'll add this until here. You don't need to follow this, okay? This exact reference. This is just for us to remember. Okay, what I will do, guys, is this. I'll click here twice. Can you see? And then I'll press here. Let me click here as well. I can press P and click here selection. Okay. By doing that, you can separate and increase here the size. Can you see that we have just created this? We have just separated that curve. We have separated. But just to let you know, guys, there are many ways that you can accomplish the same result. Alright. it's really awesome, the method. So you saw here that I've separated the shape. All right, can you see I can open this as a box? Can you see how nice it is? Yeah. Keep in mind that to see what is inside, you must go here and make sure that you have the option that's called back face culling. Turn it off in case that it's like this. You cannot see what is inside, what is behind this shape. Okay, it's really nice, as you can see. There is also a method that you can add more, for example, solidify. So solidify is going to add depth. Can you see how nice it is? I'm adding depth on this object. Let me change this to F5 rondo. Yeah, I think that's better now to see. And let me just change this material to something cleaner. So yeah, that's one I think is better. So can you see that we have added the skin modifier is called solidify, and there is thickness that you can add. Good. Also I can add here, I can add thickness in this object because the planes are very it's just a plane, like very flat. I will add the solidify here. Guys, I need to be honest with you. This functionality called skin solidify, you're gonna use a lot in order to have this result here. I increase, can you see? Okay, you're gonna use a lot when you are working with Blender. And then I can resize more this and press this until here more or less. And we are gonna close this just like that. So we have a shape. Fantastic, really good. And as we progress, of course, you need to save, my friends. Save, Ctrl S, save, and then I'll place here like gift. It's like this lesson is a gift for you. Let me drink my Red Bull here because guys, I'm having a big time here. I'm gonna move to a new city, so have a lot of things to do. I almost died here. Sorry. My friend, I'm going to create right now this part here. This can be a little bit tricky, but I will try my best to explain how we can perform with that. There are many ways to do that, okay? For example, what you can do, it is to, let's see, by this method here that I'll show you. I will go to edit mode here and I will create this part here. I'm thinking to add plane. I think plane is gonna be, there are many ways to do, okay, but plane is gonna help you to understand how to modeling, okay? Because look at this, I will add a plane just for now. Add a plane here, mesh plane. As you can see, we have this very flat, it's like a paper, okay? Imagine that, paper. I will resize, I will move my camera to the front like this. Here we go. Okay, I have this plane, and then I will do this. I will apply the mirror, and I will base this upon that. Okay, I have this plane that's going to have this result. Good. And I will apply here, guys, solidify. Solidify will add thickness. Can you see here? Look at this, guys. Can you see? We are adding this manually, okay? Just for you to understand how that works. Okay, so far so good. What I will do, it is to go to edit mode. I will press F3. My edit mode is here. And then I'm going to use the edge, which is the option here. Edge, just like this curve. And then, guys, I'm going to move this to the side here. Look here. Nice. I'll press now E and then move this below. Look at this. Nice. And let me press G just to move this to not, yeah, like that. I'll press E, which is extrude. Can you see here below? E, extrude. You're gonna use a lot this hotkey. E again, and then I cannot see because it's inside. I will press Alt Z to X-ray, X-ray, you know, you can see the bones, like bones, you know, behind of your skin. Relate to this like that. Okay, I'm just moving with G here. Move these as well, like that. I will tweak this to the right side. Oh, look how it's performing. Okay, nice, nice. Remember that you can always change, okay, in case that, hey, it's not achieving, I am not achieving result that you are showing. My friend, take your time, my friend. Take your time. You need to have patience if you want to grow in life, okay? If everything is not in the way that you want, it means that you need to persist, you need to work more, alright? Nothing will be in the very first moment as you want in life, okay? So try to work with that. Be consistent, my friend. Be consistent. Now I'm becoming coach now. Just kidding. Guys, here I'm going to extrude this to this side, okay, to close this, kind of close. Woo! Here we go. There is a function, let me say, called clipping. This will kind of merge a little bit here, you know, these two nodes. Yeah. The nice thing is that you can, let's say, I want to open more this, open more that side. You can make this bigger, right? Guys, I did this manually. There are other methods that you can find on the internet, really, but the one that I'm showing you here, it's kind of friendly, you know, friendly. Guys, you know, everyone needs someone to help you. You know, a coach, a psychologist. You know, sometimes I go to a psychologist to help me to handle with my problems. You know, everyone have inner problems. We are not perfect, okay? Yeah. Mainly artists, you know, artists got somehow a ego, very fragile ego, weak ego. If somebody say, hey, your art is not good, you feel sad. Oh my gosh, I'm the worst person in the world. No, that's fine. You need to handle that. Here we go. I have here this result, which is good. Now I'm going to duplicate. Shift D, good, it's already duplicated. Look here, plane, RZ, and then I'm going to rotate. But can you see that I'm rotating and then it's applying to this side? This is happening, guys, because I must change the mirror to another side, alright? This is fantastic because you can understand how to solve a problem, alright? Here, I've just changed this to here. Yeah, let me fix this because it's not perfect. I can move this more to here, like that. Nice. Now it's becoming the way that we want. Let me move this more down to have this overlapping. Yeah. Our gift now, we're getting more results here. Okay, always save, please, because you can have problems if your computer crash somehow. Okay, guys, let's just make a quick overview what I have applied. First, a cube. Then I've separated and applied what? Solidify to add the thickness. Second, I've applied the planes in order to add what? The solidify to add thickness. Only this. And then I did here the mirror in order to save time in my process to not, let's say, create to the same side basically. Yeah, I hope that it's very self-explanatory, isn't it? Very good. Here we go. Okay, let's take a look on our reference. My one is a bit different. It's more, I think, stylized in terms of shape, you know. And here I wanna do this top part here. It's gonna be a little bit tricky, but trust me, my friend. Let's handle that. Okay, I'm going to select just one of these, but I wanna create from scratch. I wanna create a plane again. You're gonna use a lot this plane, all right? You see why? Because this plane you are going to do what I'll show you right now. Same process. Add the mirror and then apply the mirror object to this cube. Good. And then apply solidify. add thickness, you're gonna have this result. Hold on, because we need to achieve this result here. We need to make a kind of loop, you know, like this. What is the question? Let me know, my friend, what is your questions? Please, I will try my best to answer you. Here we go. We have this result, okay, and I'm going to rotate from here. Make sure to, you know, tweak the view. This is something that most beginners struggle. You can rotate, okay, you can rotate like that. Okay, I can see here a question. Sorry, because the chat gets really, you know, kind of, you know, I need to scroll up to see the back questions. Did you just press E to bend it around the edge? Yes, here I will do it again so you understand in more deep. First, I'm going to go to edit mode in this plane. I will isolate this. Isolate F1, isolated. I will press E to extrude. Can you see? Extrude E. It's same when you are using here Affinity and then you are doing this. You know, you are pressing, clicking, you know? Every single point on Blender, it is extrude. And what we are trying to accomplish here, it is that exactly shape of, you know, the tie shape. Here, let me make this a bit better. I mean doing Ctrl Z in order to undo, redo, yeah, things like this. Here, E. This E is a kind of extrude thing, you know. F1, look at this, fantastic. I want to make my one more like that, stylized. My one is still boring in terms of shape. Oh my gosh, I need to prove this more. Move this. There are some things that you can do, you know, that of course you will learn by time, okay guys? You will learn by time. Don't be stressed about you know, everything. I'm doing just step by step in simple methods. I need to align this better. Can you see that it's not very well aligned? I will press Alt X and align this into the I'll try. Yeah, the Y. It's become automatically somehow, you know. I just, you know, I'll try and see what's happened. Don't be afraid. And then I want to open this more. I'll press R to open. Can you see? Same here. Alt X in Y, align to Y, and then open more this to R. Rotate. I'll look at the result. Nice, it's become better. I'll try to now. Let's see. Yeah, make it bigger. Make it bigger to make this more nice. My friend, the gift. Save, and here in the middle we have this shape. All right, this shape here. To make this, I'm thinking to add, perhaps we can add a cube. You can add a cube to make this, but I will add something a little bit different. You see, I'll match here. You will wonder why I added a square, a very cube aspect. You see. Trust me, my friend. In this cube, I'm going to add a modifier that's called bevel here, and then this you know, functionality, I can add more segments and add more amount. I'll look at the result. Woo! Yeah, can you see here? The bevel, it makes the corner rounded. Can you see? This is what you can do to have this result. All right. Nice, my friend, nice. Like I said, guys, let's come here to me. Blender can be a very, oh my god, it's too difficult. Yeah, calm down. It takes time for you to get familiar. And I'll be honest with you know, if you learn at least my basic process here, you can use this project and place in Affinity, all right? And sometimes you can take less time to build the core in 3D, and then you start to paint in Affinity. You know, you can do that. This is something that I'm planning. I don't know if we're gonna have a lot of time today to finish a completed project, but I'll try my best. I'll try my best. So guys, here as you can see, let me back to this camera. We got this part here, which is fantastic. I love that. Save, always get used to this. And then I'll increase more this to bigger part here. And I will start to model this a bit more. I will select this edge. Okay, guys, if you are kind of I can't understand what is edge, watch this lesson again until you understand the terms of, you know, yeah, the words that I'm using here. Like I explained at the very beginning, you know, today I explained about edge, vertex, and face. Okay, I made this very clear, so let's keep doing. Hello, my friend Aaron. How are you? I'm doing very good, my friend. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you. Here, I will just make this bigger using the proportional. Remember, past week we used the proportional editing. This will help us to deform. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, this is very nice. I'll make this more like that. Let's make this more up. Brings more dynamism. Okay, here we go. Make this a more folded. Let's, oh, oops, sorry, I pressed what here. I need to shade it flat side. Yeah. I misclick here somehow. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, guys. Very simple object. Very for beginners. This is the best lesson that you can get today, right now with B, here on the Vectorize 5D. Look at this. I make this something like that. Yeah, can you see? It's very, guys, pay attention. This is a low poly. Okay, low poly. Low poly means few polygons. If you want to increase more polygons here, there are many ways that you can do. The one that I use a lot, it's called subdivision. Subdivision, which is here. Add modifier, subdivision surface, and look at this. It is now more. Can you see? There are more polygons. I'll add one more here. Tuk. Can you see that it becomes smooth? Yeah, friend. Exactly. When someone asks you what is subdivision, you tell them, hey, I know what is subdivision because don't touch me. Subdivision, it is more planes, it's more polygons. Here we go. Same on here. Let me see here. Can you see in this design that we are using just for reference, we have this corner. Guys, being artists, you need to be able to recognize the lines. If it's flat or if it's rounded. Flat, rounded. Here in Blender, it can be a bit tricky to apply this, but let's see here with the bevel. Again, bevel, and here we go. I'm going to add more segments, and increase here. Now I made this a little bit more rounded in the corners. On Affinity, guys, I think that this will be the best explanation about the bevel. Bevel, you have here. Oh, we have more than 30 person here. Leave the like. Thank you. Thank you, Trainer Art. Thank you. Look at him. Look at him. We have here this corner squared. If I make this rounded, it's gonna make this more soft, is more friendly, is touchable. If a kid touch in this, it's gonna hurt perhaps. It's very sharp. Or even this. Can you see? With more triangle is the shape. More triangle is less friendly. You know, it's friendly. This is friendly. And this is kind of dangerous, dangerous. This is why the in art, which means that Affinity logo is dangerous. It's a triangle. No, triangle also represents many things, not just dangerous. Okay, it represents many things. Minimal. There are the language of shapes that you can relate this. The square, in another hand, it is more stable. Okay, stable. It's more bold, stable. It's not it's not easily changeable. It doesn't shake. It doesn't shake easily. Stable. So in the art language, you're gonna relate this in your object. Okay. Yeah, guys. I really hope that you are enjoying this kind of explanation in 2D because my background it is in 2D. I wish I wish that somebody could teach me the same way that I'm teach you. But here I am, teach you what I wish it to learn before. I will add bevel and I'll make this more like this. Here, can you see? Pay attention to these options. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Forget and ignore about all these options that is here available to you. We will not use most of it. I just use this one here. Segment and add segments. Yeah, segments and amount. Here we go. I'm making this more rounded. And let's do this. Solidify. Like that. Yeah, my friend. Let me see here. Hold on. Save. Need to experiment. Okay. Make this. Somehow it's not making this too much in bevel somehow, but yeah, no, it's not a big deal. Let me try to change this to another side. I think that I need to move this more to top, I guess. Let's see. Now we got the result that I wanted. Now I got the result that I wanted to have. I will apply here the subdivision. I got this, but I'll move this to top. Let's see. Let's make like this. I think this one here looks nice as well. It's a bit tilted. Let me fix this. A bit tilted. Yeah. Okay. As you can see. Alright. Oh look, this is the result. Our gift. Let's apply materials. We don't have a lot of time to lose. To make the laser, you could have used the curve and use the curve. Exactly, Jefferson. This is something that we could do as well. I tried to make something using one single method, which is the planes. Because if I show too much, many things, people can get overwhelmed about. Oh my gosh, too many things to remember. But I promise you guys, as we progress, I will teach more. But let's keep simple, okay? But thank you a lot for your suggestion. It's amazing. I was thinking about this as well, but I ended up with this one, with this technique. Let's apply here in this one. Let me copy. Hold on. Control Shift and select this plane here. Okay, then Control L, copy modifiers. Yeah, I've just guys select one plane here, which is this one. I need to color because it's better for you guys to see. I'll select this guy here. I'll add as yellow. Standard gift thing. Let's apply this as yellow just for now. And this I'll click in the plus and I'll apply the material here. Just click plus material that is already in there. You don't need to create a new one. It's same material. I need to see why it's not applying to another side. I will see it soon. Here material, here material, and let's apply the gift in red. Very standard gift. Here red. Let's make this as red. Two materials. 1, 2. As you can see, another side is not are being applied in the mirror. I need to discover why. Ah, now it's working. Yeah. Now it's working. Perfect, guys. Look at this. Huh? Nice. Here we go. Overload. Nice, nice. Guys, as you can see, we have just created the very, very, basic shapes, basic, things here. We're using basic techniques. Bevel to make the rounded and the solidify. You will start to notice that there is some kind of polygons, face in low poly. You can solve this kind of problem by clicking right click and then go to shade smooth. Can you see? Nice, nice shade smooth. You can select everything and apply this kind of shade smooth. As you can see here on the materials preview in Blender, here is the materials. Where is my mouse? Hold on, there is this app that I use to spotlight. Here is materials. You can go to X-ray. You can go to the material viewport shading, and this one here, it is the material preview. Okay, as you can see, and this is the render. The render, the last one, only works well if you use a light in this scene. Imagine this being an environment here. If I turn off this light, can you see? Tuk, tuk. Yeah, like this. And here we go. I will press Shift A, and I will just go here on the light. Here, point. I like the point. The sunlight, it is, I know it's too strong somehow. It's too artificial, it makes not like studio. I have a light, and then I can move this light here. I will make this light stronger by changing the watts here. Woo! Look at this. Fantastic. Guys, I get very excited when I get some silly results, but for me it's nice. I never did this object before. It's my first time doing this with you, and I'm very happy with that. I'll get this into here, make this stronger. Yeah. So, this is nice, but I want to have more lights here behind. Here we go. I'm thinking about to make this more, rotating, because I'm changing the position of the light. I make this more back. I call this as backlight. Okay. So we have a front light, which is going to, it is the main light. Okay, like here, my face, you are seeing a main light here. There's a shadow here splitting my face, and we have the same result. A light, I split for the shadow, and then a light very, very behind to enhance the silhouette. But I don't want to make this very dramatic. With more dark you add, it's make it too dramatic. Guys, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a guy that it is very professional with photography, but I have, a foundation that I can apply in my life. So I'm explaining what it works for me. Because if you see my designs, most of it follows almost the same principle, which is the standard from industry. If you see the moves, they follow almost the same structure of light. They always do that, depending of the move, of course. How many of you have watched the Oppenheimer? It's awesome movie. Oh my gosh, 3 hours. Oh my gosh, it's too much, my friend. You could reduce that to 2 hours and a half. 3 hours I was kind of sleeping. Here we go. I like this one, this composition. Let me make this more. I add another light just to add more life to it. Guys, let me just change here to more. I'm checking here. Somehow I like more the white than the yellow. The yellow made it too, I don't know. Let's try. I'm changing the color. Change the color and have no fears to change. Ah, can you see? I can change to all colors. I want to make something like that. This color here is very nice. Here, now I can use the yellow. Now it's gonna be nice. Mustard yellow. I love that. I love that. It is pretty good. Ah, as you can see, there is still just two objects remaining, which is this one here. It's gonna be easy, guys. Trust me. Trust me. Don't quit. Don't leave me. Stay until the final. Let me drink my energy. Red Bull is sponsored by Red Bull. No, just kidding. I'm not earning nothing by then. I'm not too famous, guys, to earn any kind of money with, with sponsorship. Sorry. Here I will add. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I will duplicate this. Okay, good. Go to the edit mode. F1 just to isolate this, as you see. And then I'm going to delete all this one here for now. I'm saving our time here by doing this. Oh, look. Let me delete this. Now I'll rotate. Let me go here. What I'm doing, you see, I'm doing that part. This one here, guys. Look at this. So far so good. Let me move this. Look on top and see how the object is working. On top, it's a bit here, aligned to the middle. Perfect. Now it's good. Always make changes, necessary changes to make the product good. Hold on. Let me just go here and change this to like that. Now it's time to make the adjustments. Okay. Adjustments. Let's make it a bit bigger. Yeah. Now, guys, look at this. Pay attention because it is very important, 100% important. We have here, okay, this object, and I want to make this part here. Can you see? To do this, we need to add a loop cut. Ctrl R. Here, press on, which is the vertex, and then move this behind. Turn on the proportional. I want to have these results. Whoa! What's happening here? Look at him. Yeah, but I wanted to make this more, tilted. Have this fold because it's too straight. It's not too good. Let me back here. It's too straight. You see again. I want to. Edit mode. Good. Here. Took. Until here is fine. Like that. Ctrl R. Here in the middle. Press 1 and then bring this pull back. All of this. Yeah, this is the method that I found that's gonna be better to have that kind of results. You can see. Yeah. Let me make this like that. Yeah. Let's add subdivision surface just to subdivision. Where is here? I'm gonna add this more on top of the bevel. I think let's try here just to no, it's the change. It should be changed a lot. Let me go here. Apply here solidify only ring in order to have these results. Can you see only ring? No, only ring. Let's do it like that. As you can see, you need to test. Okay, you need to test and see how this perform. I think it's not too bad. Let's apply the shade smooth in this object. Shade smooth. So far so good. And I would just change a little bit more and pull behind, more behind. Yeah. Like this. Be careful to not distort too much because the object can kind of, break somehow. Blender requires a lot of adjustments. If it's needed, you need to do it like that. It's not the best one, but yeah, we can work with that. We can work with that. Let me change to the render. Guys, this part here doesn't become so good somehow, but we can keep, or I will delete. I didn't like. But that's fine. You saw the technique. That's fine. Yeah, I like this most than compared to this result here somehow. I don't know. It made too busy in terms of image. Too many informations. I like simplicity. Too many things happening. It's like a tongue. It looks like a tongue. I don't want to add this tongue here. Let's apply like that. Okay, my friend. Let me see here. We can now render this. How? Let me show you. Select the camera. You always will have a camera. To select the camera, you can go here. Camera. Let's show you. First, go here. View. View. Camera to view. Press 0. And then you can move the camera. Can you see there's a kind of frame here? This is the frame that the camera will capture. This is what we want. Like that. This is the big deal. Not big deal, but it is what I love while using 3D. We have this result. And then we can go to the cycles. Cycles, it is oh my god, it's crashed because I think that I needed to set up first to GPU. Like I said, save always, guys. Save always. Blender sometimes, it's a 3D app, very, robust. Let me see here where we were. No, we didn't lose nothing here. I truly hope that it will not crash again, but it's crashed. We're gonna use the Eve. We never know. Okay, it's working. I need to go to GPU. GPU always. I hope that you guys have GPU in there, which is a graphic video card. Okay. Because if you use the CPU, it's gonna use your CPU that is responsible to manage your computer. So be careful with that. Okay, guys, as you can see, let's add here. I'm thinking if I will add a ground, I don't know. A plane, I don't know. Let's try just for now. Just for now, add a ground, a floor, like this. Make very, very, very big, very big, very big until you see nothing there. Let's add this to be in another color. Let's make this in kind of this color. Woo! If we change the the color below, it's gonna change the overall look basically, because the composition, the lights always reflect. Can you see? If we go to green, it's gonna make greenish. I love that kind of aspect, more bluish. It's going to reflect. Can you see here below? In art, we call this as there's a cast shadow and there is the bouncing light, that the light goes there. My friend, I think that this is pretty awesome. And then I will press F12. Oh, let me see here. Where is my full? Let me go to the 0. Actually 0. I need to move this to camera. Yeah, move this to this side here. Apply like that. I like this perspective. But pay attention. I make something. Let me see here. Photography, John Photographer, like that. F12 to render. Wait a little bit to render this. It takes a time depending of your computer settings. It's still render here. Looks good. If you click here, image, you see this option that's called Save As. If it's enabled, it means that you can export this. Okay. You can export like that. It's still render. It needs to create these samples, finish it, and then look at this. It's gonna finish. Come on, buddy. Now it's finished. Save as, and then I will save in my pictures here. Let me save here. I'll save it as gifts. Gifts. Good. Now save it. If you want to save without the ground in transparent, you must go here in render, go to the film, and you must enable this option that's called transparent. And then the background is gonna be in chess. this kind of chess, and you can export like this. There are other options that if you want, you can explore. Here in output, as far as I remember, I was doing some changes, but don't get kind of you know worry about too many options. Let's keep simple. I just see here there is some options that you can change, but I can leave this to another tutorial about render stuff. But essentially here for me, it's important that you guys understand how to export the transparent. All right, okay. If you press F12, F12 now is going to, well, where is my, okay, I've pressed F12. However, in Blender, it's a newbie. The Blender doesn't know that I hide the plane. It's here. Can you see this camera? You must disable this. Guys, you must disable this camera to not render this. Here. The visible is only for this part, play this part. You must go here in this camera. Now if I press F12, then you have what? The end result in transparent background. That's fine. After that, let's go here and save as. Hold on. Oh, it's still rendering. It's gonna be faster because we don't have many things going on. Okay, save as and PNG. Let's call this as gift transparent. Save. And now what we're gonna do is to open now. Let's open here our gifts in Affinity Designer. Okay, let's apply here the transparent version here. Transparent, good, and the gift with background. Look at this. And after that you can of course polish with painting, but I want to know if you guys want to see me painting over this to continue this lesson and kind of work in painting on here, or if you want to see another modeling. I don't know, it's up to you guys or up to me because at the end I need to record. Yeah, I think it's pretty solid, the result that we got for today. Very simple and efficient. Okay, we made this from scratch, and I'm very happy to share with you all these tips, things that I teach you today. Let me go to the questions right now. Next week, just to inform everyone, before I inform you, join to the club. Okay, once you join there, you're gonna have access to our community. I will upload more the materials that I'm doing and creating here in Blender. And of course, if you have if you are my member, you're gonna have my support always. You can message me at any time. I can support you in your work, your project, in terms of feedback. All right, join the club. I'll leave the link on the description below and also in the comment section if you are watching me until now. And we are changing the way that I produce the project here. I really know that some people that are here to learn from me with Affinity, they can get, oh my gosh, no, he's not teaching anymore Affinity. Wait, I'm not saying that I will stop forever to teach Affinity. I just give it a time, waiting for Affinity to bring in new things, to bring features that I'm proud to teach. I have more than 400 tutorials teaching Affinity. I'm kind of very overwhelmed to teach same thing. For me, I like to learn new stuffs. I like to teach new stuffs. For me, it doesn't make sense at all to teach same thing over and over again. It's my life, that is in the game here. It's my life. So if I don't feel happy, it doesn't make sense for me. That's why I decided to move to this kind of new lessons, new tutorials. Of course, I'm not the best guy in the world. I'm not the best, Blender tutorial guy. There are many of them in there. I'm just doing because I'm really enjoying to experience something new, something that it is growing a lot in all sides, even for the future that's coming to us. 3D printing, VR, Apple VR, things that is happening. Okay, join to the club, my friend, because as soon as my life get normals here, because I will move to a new city, to nearby to São Paulo, where I live is very far away in Brazil. I will keep and make awesome new contents. Trying to um, bring people to use Blend efficient way like I do. I'm very honest with you. I think most of you know me, from long time ago, and I hope that you enjoy it, this tutorial, because I'm doing my best to teach you with the short time that I have. Okay, guys, thank you a lot for this talk. I always like to bring some kind of thoughts here. I hope that Affinity will start to to bring new things, new features. Auto tracing, yeah, my friend. I still expecting to have this feature because we could vector this without doing a lot of work here to vectorize this in terms of visual. Okay, time is important. Next week, let me see here. Down your question about we will be back to Thursday in future. Guys, I like to be flexible, okay? I like to be flexible because there are days that I cannot do in Thursday, there are days that I can do in Friday. To be honest, my life now, I have a lot of things to do in terms of, appointments. I moved to a new city, so for now, I will schedule and I will inform everyone every week. Hey, we're gonna have, and you guys will now not left behind. Will be left behind. I will keep everyone updated. Okay. So I will try to fit in the best way I can do the tutorials. Okay. But anyway, you guys can watch the replay, the tutorials. So I want to thank you so much for your participation, for stay here. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. Okay, and yeah, I hope to see you next week. Probably I don't know if it'll be next week because I'll be moving time, but I can leave a record video so you still have content from me. But let's see how things will do. Okay, guys, thank you, and bye bye. See you, bye. Cheers. Oh.